Hello, Emmanuel here again to show you some of the interesting space-saving solutions of the SENKO LC and MPO product line. I have two cassettes in front of me here with different configurations that I will want to demonstrate in this video. I'll start with the white cassette here. First, to give you a side-by-side comparison of the space savings that you can achieve, on one side we have our conventional LC and our conventional MPO, and we're comparing it against our micro LC and our bayonet MPO. Going to the LC side, we can actually see that we have our standard behind the wall LC connector and LC adapter. When you compare this against the micro LC, you can see from the measurement here that we have 20 millimeters of space saving. Now onto the MPO side, the space savings are even larger. From the adapter to the back of the ribbon boot here, that's about 32 millimeters. If you compare that versus the bayonet MPO, you can actually save around 26 millimeters of space, which is quite significant. Now, a really great feature of the micro LC and bayonet MPO is that they both twist to securely lock into place so that you can feel comfortable that your connection is secure. This really matters for those tight spaces because in the case of traditional push-pull or latch connectors, they can actually unknowingly encounter a partial or half-latch connection that could happen accidentally during handling. This would either disconnect during shipping or installation, which could lead to complicated and unwanted troubleshooting of your network. Now, moving on to the black cassette that is fully populated with these space-saving connectors that we just looked at, what stands out right away is actually how much smaller the cassette actually is. Aside from the micro LC and micro MPO connectors that you can see here, the micro LC adapter is actually a stackable design. This really effectively maximizes your space to your customized applications. Now, really, why do these size reductions matter? Firstly, with thousands and thousands of connections, making things smaller is very important. With the growing demands of bandwidth, it's really important to maximize the commercial real estate where these cassettes are being deployed. Secondly, smaller cassettes will allow for greater airflow in your data center racks. This will significantly reduce the cooling costs and energy consumption of your facility. Thirdly, as you can imagine, in a small space, the fiber management can be quite a difficult task to control. With these smaller connectors, the fiber routing can be easily controlled with less potential to snag or catch onto a connector housing, causing cracks or breaks to the fiber. Not having the longer body and the boot behind the connector allows for the immediate turn after the connector, making the breakouts like this possible.